Oh, what happened? Maybe he's sleeping, and the look on his face is pure horror. This is an interesting, very disturbing kill. We see her eyes are gone. Now, the way that was done, because I know there was it was like I think a telephone call or an audio interview I heard from Deborah Voorhees on YouTube at one point. I don't know if it's still up. And she talked about how they were out there all day long, and the special effects people put this special dye on her eyes, and it burned badly, and they had to hurry up and film that quickly because her eyes were like really getting irritated for her to hold in that position there till the guy finds her remains. So I felt very bad for her. So damn, she worked hard to do that 3 minute sex scene to get cut out, and also to have that dye in your eyes. So like, ugh, poor baby. Want to kiss one of those nipples, make her feel better. That's me being a pervert again. I know this man. I know this man. Like Chris Tucker. I know this man. Okay, look. Then what happens is the dumbass backs up into the tree and gets, I guess, a leather strap brace around his eyes, pushed real hard and twisted until his eyes explode. Cool kill, granted. So then that goes on there, and Reggie is asking his grandfather if he can go see his brother, Demon, or whatever, tonight or whatever. So Reggie says you can go, but you gotta take Pam. That's the girl's name. Pam, the blonde girl right over here with the chainsaw, with you. She goes with you to chaperone and everything like that. So what happens is, Harold, I think it's Harold. I forgot the fucking guy's name. The Richard Young character tells Pam, "Why don't you take Tommy with you and get some air, get away from me for a while?" So Tommy goes along with them, and everything like that. They get in the car, and then what happens is they go over there, and Demon is played by Miguel A. Nunez Jr. And in the same year, ironically, he was in another horror film, Return of the Living Dead. And Miguel Nunez he's a good guy. You know, he does a lot of movies here and there. I always remember him from that sitcom he did with Robin Givens and Terrence Howard. The sitcom he did with James Avery, the father from the uncle from Fresh Prince of Bel Air, called Sparks. Very short-lived show, very funny show. He really got a chance to put Miguel Nunez more front and center on that. Sad to say he didn't do nothing much like that. Everybody talks about Joanna Man, which was like, there. And Demon we're introduced to. Hey, Reckless, what's up, man? The way he looks, he's got like this jerry curl with the leather clothes. And almost like, I guess it's the style of the clothes. It's not bad, it's good. And introduces him to his woman, then Reckless comes out. Meet my woman. This is Pam, my lady. Hey, Pam, come here, baby. And the girl like, well, fuck it, I'm getting paid. She's like, well, hi. Hang out there, and he goes, you want an egg roll? Want a pizza? No. Yeah, want a beer? Hey, get out of here, kid. I like that back and forth between Demon and Reckless. You had no trouble believing that they were brothers. And he gives him a ring, whatever it is for you. And then what happens is Tommy's looking at this trailer park, his generic trailer park's neon sign. And out of nowhere, his motorcycle pops up. It's Junior. And Junior starts fucking with Tommy. I don't know why when you see someone looks very, very disturbed, you want to fuck with him. But a funny outcome happens and Junior has it coming to him. He starts fucking with Tommy, pushing him. Once again, Tommy's not one of the guys that wants to be touched. And Tommy does kung fu on his ass. He does kung fu. I mean, come on. In fact, we see characters do kung fu. He's... I think it's actually John Shepard doing the moves, even though on the commentary he says it was a stunt double, but Steinman and Ross say, that looks like you. What are you talking about? No, it's gotta be a double. And he actually fucks him up with some moves and punches the shit out. He beats the shit out of Junior until Pam comes and sees him there. Then he runs away. Pam tries to find him. And then she takes Reggie with her to go find Tommy. And then, of course, Junior, like a bitch, on the motorcycle. Mom! They hit me, Mom! The motorcycle around the house. Well, you shut up and come in. I'm mixing your dinner. And the way she's doing the dinner is disgusting. Almost like spitting in the stew. He's going around in circles, the motorcycle, and out of nowhere, he gets beheaded. Giant meat cleaver. You see the head on the floor. Okay. And then, of course, then she gets pwned through the glass, meekly her face, and ends up face in that fucking stew. Okay, not bad. You got the mayor of the area there. I'm not sure if this takes place in Crystal Lake or not. You know, and the sheriff is telling him a little story of who he thinks is behind the killings. And Danny Steinman talks about this, and I agree 100% with him on this. That's bad casting they got for the fucking mayor. It just seems like he's out of place there for some reason. The actor, too New Yorkish to be that mayor's, the mayor of that area or whatever. But then again, they say Crystal Lake takes place in Jersey, so maybe you could slip by and let it get away with it, maybe. But it's there. All right, so that goes on, and then of course, Demon is there smoking with his woman. He goes, "Oh, I gotta go. Damn enchiladas, I gotta go." Ooh, then he just does this funny run where he just runs like, "Whoa, I gotta go." And then he sits down on the toilet, and you hear very good acting. Ah, ah, ah. And I don't think I just threw that fart thing in there, but you might as well have that in there. It's in this little weird porta potty, and no. It's a funny thing. I remember my uncle did that to one of my cousins in Connecticut. I never forget. When you're in the porta potty, you shake it when someone's in there. You ever do that to somebody when they're in the porta potty? You start fucking with it, like, hey, cut out, stop that shit, hey. And then there's his girlfriend fucking with him and everything like that. And they start saying, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh. Hey. Then he gets up, he doesn't even wipe. He sees the girl's throat all slit by the door. He goes back in the porta potty. And the guy, Miguel Nunez did a good job, because I know they talked about it. They praised him in the commentary once again about how he could throw tears just like that. So he was just crying in fear. Of course you'd be in fear too. You're stuck in that fucking area, and you have these fucking things poking you and you're getting stabbed. You don't know where the shit's coming from. Especially in the porta potty, and he got impaled from the back. And then he just hangs right there. Real good special effect. And then pretty much what happens is people at the house start getting attacked now. And you have the first guy to be killed, the stuttering guy, which is, I kind of felt a little sorry for, but not too much. He's sitting with this girl watching this black and white movie, and I guess he's pouring his heart out to the girl, even though he's stuttering very bad. And the girl basically laughs at him, and he goes, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. And then he steps away, and then she feels bad and stuff, like how he fucked up. And the girl fucked up. He's like, damn, I didn't mean laugh, and whatever. He splits. And then he goes to that girl that's doing the robot or whatever. The girl. Well, I believe that girl's mom is in Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3 and 4. She plays Christian's mother. You know that the lady, Andale, Christian. That's her mom. The girl who plays I don't know if the character's name was Christine or something. See, once again, the characters in the movie, they're not that memorable, as opposed to Part 4. But it's still there. So the guy pays, the girl that's doing the robot pays the guy stuttering no mind. He listens to the music. Out of nowhere, he walks right into his death scene and gets the meat cleaver to his face. And they had that prosodic echo playing. She's doing that robot mime thing and stuff. She's on the featurette, by the way, so you get to see her there. And basically, I know there was an alternate thing, which I'm thankful they didn't do, because that would have blown the mutilator out of the water. In which the girl was doing like gymnastic moves or something like that, and Roy Jason takes a machete or knife and stabs her right in the crotch. It's kind of very reminiscent to what happens to the guy in Part 3, but a lot more graphic. So I'm thankful that the MPA stopped them from doing that part at least. But I'm not gonna forgive them for taking out the Deborah Voorhees sex scene, because that's forget about it. That's just me. But that scene got cut out and they reshot it basically to a scene where she gets grabbed, picked up to the wall, and stabbed right to the stomach and everything. Then you have that same girl that laughs at the stuttering guy. She gets impaled from under the bed, but we don't see it too much. Once again, MPA, you can thank for that. And Reggie ends up getting up and sees the remains of the bodies and everything. Then you have the lead girl. Reggie, stay here, Reggie. But everybody's dead. Well, calm down. Stay here. The kid said everybody's dead. Why don't you believe it? And the bodies are all lined up together in Tommy's room. So then she sees it. Ah! They run away, and then you have a break through the door. Now we're introduced to Roy Jason. With once again, they fucked up because the actor, Dick Wanning, his eyes are different. And the eyes you see on this Jason, they're big and round. Which is Tom Morgan's fake Jason. Or whatever. Wearing a coverall suits with the giant mask or whatever. Find the ambulance guy dead, and he's walking after people. And okay, you get a cool sequence there where it's raining, and you see, I guess the lead girl Pam is not wearing a bra. She's in a wet t-shirt. I mean, not wet t-shirt. I mean, like a shirt, but it got wet in the rain. So you see some tits. So I guess Danny Steinman did that on purpose, but I didn't mind. And Reggie comes in, I guess, with a kind of like a bulldozer or something, and knocks down fake Jason on the floor.